I'm Stasi with Stogies the Bogies. I'm glad you stopped by for another great review. And today we have the Cao Brazilia. It's a 5x52 with Nicaraguan filler and binder, a Brazilian wrapper, and it's a medium to full blend from Honduras. So without further ado, let's open it, let's cut it, light it, and get into what it's about. Alright, so here's the foot, nicely packed. Here is the body, very nice. The wrapper is nice and dark, very chocolatey. Here's the band, very nice. Very nice. Let's see if I can keep rotating it here. Yeah. Very nice. And here is the head. Cap is very nice. Looks like it's a triple cap. So let's get into it, cut it, light it, and see what's going on with it. A little R&R. Hopefully that doesn't affect it down the road. Now, let's give it a light. Now, off the light up, I'm getting lots of fresh peanuts, earthiness, a little bit of white pepper on the back of the throat. So, let's see where it takes us in the first third. Stay tuned. Now, onto a little history of CAO. CAO was started in 1968 by Cano Aria Osgener, don't know, in Nashville, Tennessee. Cano grew up in the country of Turkey by a mother who was a homemaker and father who was a jeweler. In Turkey, Cano smoked pipes. It wasn't until he moved to the United States that he had his first cigar. Cano met a man named Chauncey Dean Jr., who tried one of Cano's modified pipes and was amazed by the quality and enjoyment of his smoking session. Ordered 2 dozen and gave it to 2 people that were in the tobacco industry, named Bill Fader and Bill Martin. In 1980, Cano tried to enter the cigar world but was not hit with the same amount of success he had with his pipes. In 1996, CAO introduced a new cigar line called Gold Robusto, and it was manufactured at Plasencia's Esteli factory in Nicaragua and hit stores in 1997. Cano passed away from battling cancer for 20 years in June of 2018 at his home in Nashville, Tennessee. But his loved cigar brand is still here today, thriving strong into tomorrow. If you want to see the whole history on this, I will be reading it in another video coming out shortly after this one. So stay tuned if you want the whole version. So I'll come back to you when we get to the second third of this cigar. Coming into that second third here, and my ash literally flew right on off of this, and it's sitting in my seat. Gonna have to clean my car again. Oh well. It does take a couple puffs to get some smoke out of this. Not too fond of that. It's not too tight of a draw, but it's a tighter draw. Like a 7 out of 10 for the draw. 10 being the tightest, 1 being the loosest. Now, I get a lot of nutty earthiness off of the hit. I get some fruity notes on the retro with a little bit of spice in the back of the sinuses here. Nothing that's it's gonna make me feel like it's too much. But so far, it's a very mild cigar. Other than that, I'll catch you guys at the end of the second third. All right, we're in that final third now, and I will say the second third has been pretty nice. There's some cocoa that's come out, some sweetness, some cream. The undertones are a little earthy, no mineral. I still get that fruit on the retro, a little bit of stinging in the sinuses. Like I said, it's nothing crazy for me. It's not a put down, but I do think I need to get a little draw stick to poke through. I think that would really help with the flow in this, because as I have continued to smoke this into the final third, it's got a little harder to draw on. Not a lot of smoke, but it covers the palate nicely. And I'm hoping that this final third, it ramps up on that cocoa and the sweetness and the creaminess, because I really, really love those notes, along with that little bit of pepper in there. But we will see at the final third. Well, we've made it, and hasn't really ramped up that much in the final third, but the cocoa is there. The earthy mineral notes are there. The fruit is still on that retrohale. Overall, as this cigar has progressed through the phases of it, it became a very pleasurable cigar. At first, I wasn't too sure about it. It didn't have anything that was capturing me in that first third. But moving through the second third and that final third, it really started to gain some complexity and things that I really liked. I would have really liked to have more of that chocolatey cocoa creaminess in that first third. I think it would definitely made this cigar a lot better as I move through the second third and the final third. I really wish there was a better draw on this, but like I said, maybe I just need to get a little pokey stick to go in. I forget what they're called, but you can get them. I think they're like a draw, like a special little draw that you just twist in and then come out in a perfect draw or something like that. Would have really helped with this. because the draw was pretty tight through most of the cigar. But I really enjoyed this cigar. This is my first CAO, and I have another CAO in my Tupperware, and I'm really excited to try the Flathead series. I've been looking around, seen some good stuff about it. And same with the Amazon Basin. I really want to try that. It's really cool. It's got the little cord wrapped around it. Some things that I'm looking forward to. But overall, a great cigar. Definitely would call this a stogie. This ain't no bogey. You let this burn out with dignity. Don't stomp that. Definitely better than a mediocre cigar, but not something that was overly efficient. I definitely give this like a 6.5, 6.8 out of 10 in my book. With saying that, I'm gonna start doing a 0 to 10 scale on top of my if it's a stogie or a bogey at the end of the review, just so that there's a little more, 0 to 3. I've been kind of thinking about things, 0 to 3 is, a dog rocket. 4 to 6 is, or 4 or 5 is mediocre. 6 to 7.5 is pleasant, and 8 to 9 is, great. And then, 9 to 10 is, I would smoke these every single day type thing. But in the next video, I'll have it more figured out. So there's a better grading scale other than, oh, this is a stogie, not a bogey, so on and so forth. Just so it makes it a little bit easier for us to understand where I'm coming from. And with that, everything comes to an end eventually. And I will see you guys in the next review or whatever I'm putting out there. And it's been a great time with y'all. I really hope you enjoyed watching this. The world's crazy. Keep on keeping on in the free world. My job's doing good. I'll let you guys know more. Sorry about not going live last week. My girl had to go to the embassy to vote for the Mexican president last week, and there was crazy lines. I don't know if you guys heard it in the news, but it's wild. But congratulations to the new president in Mexico. I hope you do a good job for your people. But other than that, I am Stassi with Stogies or Bogies, and I am out. Peace.